So picture the scene, my friends. You are out there, living your life. All right, you've moved forward, you've kind of like understood and got like the main understanding of what has happened in this situation with the narcissist. And then, out of nowhere, comes this communication. And you're like, what do I do? Do I even respond? What happens now? Watch this video because I'm going to tell you exactly why this is happening. Hello everyone and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So you have received communication from the narcissist. Like, this is so totally unexpected and out of the blue. And believe me, you probably thought that you were never going to hear from this person again because they have left, they have gone, they might even be with a new person. And you're thinking, okay, so there's been a bit of time that has passed and you're thinking, okay, so I am just going to move on because what else can I do? Like, you've worked on yourself, you might even gone to therapy, and you're like trying to understand this situation, you're trying to understand what is going on, and you're like, what the hell is going on? Like, why would this person be contacting me? I thought this was done. There's a reason why this happens. There's a reason why this happens. I'm going to be talking about this in the video. It was inevitable that the narcissist was going to contact you. Yeah, I know. Like, you probably thought, oh my God, like, I'm never going to hear from them again. But they were always going to contact you. This was never going to just be left alone, let it lie. Like, they were going to contact you. For a lot of you, okay, you would have got that text or maybe some sort of communication on social media. Usually that's the preferred method because it's small. It is small, but it's something. It's not nothing. It is something, And for some of you, maybe you've been ignoring this and maybe they've just turned up and you see them face to face and you're like, well, how do I handle this? How do I actually handle the fact that they have got in contact with me after a period of no contact, and why now? Why is this happening now? You see, the narcissist would have been watching you, would have been keeping tabs on you, even though you probably think, no, they haven't, and no, they wouldn't be doing this. They would have been doing this. And you see, they do this covertly so that you wouldn't know. They do this because they need to know how you are doing, what is going on for you, how you are getting on with your life. You see, in a narcissist's mind, you belong to them. You are their property, so they own you. That's how they think of this. And yes, it's not fair because you're not their property, and no, you don't belong to them. Even though once, maybe for some of you may have been married to them, or maybe you've been in a long-term relationship with them, no, they don't own you. That's not what we do. As human beings, we don't own one another. That is called transaction, objectification. When you objectify someone, you see them as an object, something that they can give or do for you transactionally. That's not who we are as human beings. But the narcissist believes it's because they're disconnected from themselves and from others and from the outside world. That is not normal. That is disconnection. So you see, they think that they can come back on their time whenever they're ready. And maybe they want to talk. Maybe they want to give some sort of something, some little communication here and there. But that is not right because that is on their time, when they want. So they're still in control of the situation. They're still seeing that they can get something from you when they want to. But this is not right. For a lot of us, we listen to these types of videos or we read these types of blogs and they're like saying, well, you just got to go no communication, like you've got to go no contact with this person. And yeah, that's right. Like, yes, it is right. But not all of us can do that. Not all of us, for us, this is possible. Because it still pulls on our heartstrings. And we're still trying to wonder, like, why are they doing this? So it's not up for me to say what you should do. Like, you know what you should do. But the reason why, I want to explain to you the reason why they contact you is because they have been watching you for quite some time. They've been monitoring your progress through this recovery. And you're probably thinking, well, how? Like, there's no way, they're blocked on everything. Well, they have their means, they have their methods, they know. And they can tell that for some reason, or for whatever time, they can tell that if time is given to this person, then they are going to forget what has happened. They are going to soften. So if they are going to come back in, they may be accepted a little bit more than if they had just let go and then come back. You see, also, they need to leave because in some way you have not been conforming. In some way you have not been doing what the narcissist wanted you to do. So they had to make you suffer. So they do this by removing themselves. They know this is really going to hurt you. And for you, you're thinking, okay, so it's the end of the relationship. Like, you've got with someone new, like, that is it. Can you see what is happening here? They're picking you up and putting you down whenever they want to. And they do this to everybody. They have more than one person that they do this to. They come back, you know, into your life whenever they want to. They remove themselves whenever they want to. So they're the ones that are in control of what they are doing. Okay? So the reason why they remove themselves is because you weren't doing something that they wanted you to do. You weren't conforming. So they had to make you suffer. That's what they have done. That's what they have been doing in this whole thing. You know, just because they've gone, just because there was this silent treatment, it didn't mean this was the end. This is why they didn't offer you an explanation. This is why they didn't tell you what was going on and why this was happening. They just left without nothing. And the next thing you see, they're with someone new. Like, what the hell? This is because they were always going to come back. This is why they were always going to try and get something from you. And the reason why they're trying to get something from you is because they think in their minds, they've given you the time to calm down. Time has passed. You're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. Something that they would do, you know, they think that you are going to be open to them coming back in. They think that you are going to accept this behavior. They think that you are going to welcome them back in. Because what they're coming back for is not you. It's not you per se as a person. It's about what you can offer them. They're going to give you nothing in return. Remember, they haven't changed. They haven't done the work. They're not going to do the work. They think that they can come back and that you are going to give them the attention, the validation, the focus, the love, the compassion, the patience that you once did. But what you've got to remember, because I know it's not always easy, you know, it depends on where you are on this journey. It's not always easy to ignore the narcissist, because I know that they pulls on your heartstrings and you're thinking, okay, like, maybe we can see, maybe they might change. Maybe they're not really a narcissist. And you let them back in. And you think, okay, this is going great. This is going really, really good. Like, you know, a few days, weeks, maybe months have passed, and this is going great. But believe me, my friends, if you're not at this stage already, they will disappoint you. They will hurt you, and they will leave you again. This is the cycle. This is what happens. There is not one narcissistic relationship that has lasted the test of time. This is all about transaction. There's no longevity in these connections. They are meant to be in and out of your life. They're meant to break you. But if you're at that stage where you're not ready yet to move on from this person, then you're not going to. And it will take time for you to realize that actually these individuals are not about building and connecting, and these relationships are not built on solid foundations. It will fall apart again. So if you're thinking, oh my God, they've reached out to me, like, oh, what do I do? This is your choice. This is your choice on how you want to handle this, because you could exit this merry-go-round if you wanted to right now. and not reply and completely ignore them. But if you need more time to process this, if you need more time to understand the type of dynamic this is, then you're probably going to reply back to them. You're probably going to welcome them back in. And there is no judgment here, because I know these things are tricky. I know that this is really, really hard. But these are the things that I would like you to consider, before making your decision. The narcissist won't leave. They're not going to leave. You're always going to hear from them. If you're thinking, oh my God, I'm never going to hear from this person again, or this is not going to be okay, they're always going to come back. And they're always going to hurt you. So if you're thinking, okay, great, I've moved on and now they've got in contact with me, stay no contact if you can. Because this is your time to move forward from this with freedom in your heart, and know that you will get through this, that everything that they have put you through and said to you, okay, you will get through this. And it doesn't mean that you are going to stay in this position feeling the way that you do, because you will move forward from this and you're not going to stay in this dynamic. But you need to put in the work. It needs to be the time now that you work through this and you move forward. You keep moving forward. If you welcome this back into your life, okay, then it will be back in your life for some time, and you will keep going round and you will still find yourself here. I know it's not always easy. And I know it's really brave of you to be able to be in this position and think, right, I don't want to do this anymore. I know. Because this is your strength. This is your inner strength. That you have got to this stage and you can do this. It is going to hurt. It's not going to be easy. I'd be lying if I said, from now on it's going to be easy. But one thing you've got to know is that they are always going to come back. They're always going to make some sort of communication, even years down the line. Promise you, my friends, even years down the line, you're going to hear from them. But you've got to stand strong in your power and know that you can do this and just keep moving forward. They are your past. There's nothing there for you anymore. If you are someone who is going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. I've also got a mentorship and a journal club. And if you would like to join them, please see the description box below. I've also got a wonderful Discord server, which is absolutely free for you to join. And it's a great way to connect with other like-minded individuals and people who have gone through similar experiences to you. This is a great peer support option for you if this is something that would be really helpful for you. I think it would be, because there's so many people already within the community, and it's so wonderful because there's always someone on there 24/7, because there's people there from all around the world. Guys, I really hope that this video has helped, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.